Flux.
What's going on, guys? It's Flux here, and welcome back to the Industrial Park. This is the little plaza we built last episode, and you can see that I did fix the station that I got plenty of of comments on last time, where I accidentally switched the entrance and exit. I just made it one big station because I didn't feel like flipping it all around and everything. I think it's good. Like, well, so here's the thing: I could either make the station longer like this, or I could just make it actually go in the opposite direction, which would basically mean that this is the brake section, and then this is the stations back here. But then I'd have to move all the stuff around. Well, no, this would still be the brake section. It would just go in this direction. Oh, wait. No, it'd go in this direction, the brake section would be back here. It's kind of weird. I could actually do it, though. It wouldn't be too hard. But the only problem is then I gotta connect these differently. So, and I built this whole building. I kind of like this anyway. I don't mind it being like this. With the whole long station. That way I can fit 2 cars still, and it fits fine. So there's that, and this is the plaza here, and although I worked pretty hard on it last episode, there's still plenty of work I gotta do on this thing to make it the way I want it to be. You may notice that this area looks a bit bare right now. Not to worry, I'm gonna add a lot of buildings around here, and hopefully some more stuff around this area, just to make it all look a bit better than it already is. So that's the plan for this episode. Probably not much work in terms of, well, actually there will be work on the coaster, but I'll do some building around here probably, and then hopefully some buildings back here, and we can start the chain lift for the roller coaster, at least maybe even the brake section, depending on how this all goes down. But that's the plan for this episode. I'm gonna dive into the time lapse now, and we can do that. Hopefully have some more live segments, because I've had a lot of see. Here's the thing about recording this series, whenever I time-lapse, I usually do 16 times the speed of the regular time-lapse, or 16 times the speed of the regular footage, but that's pretty fast. So when I do that, it means that, you know, recording for something like 3 hours could only turn up to be like, say, maybe 15 minutes at the most, probably just like 10 minutes. That's a long time to record to only get that much time out of it. But at the same time, I'm aware that it's kind of boring just to watch this game in live mode like it is now. And I know that building while it's live is also pretty boring to watch. I mean, unless I was doing... Here's the thing. If I was doing like one of those series, which I might actually do sometime, where it's almost entirely on finances and building the coasters to make money, which would basically eliminate all the scenery. Because scenery is useless unless you're doing it for fun like I am. That would be kind of fun to watch live. But I like this so much better. The only thing about this is, no one wants to watch me place like block after block of scenery for freaking 3 hours straight, because that's how long I record for each episode, by the way. 3 hours of scenery would be really boring. And if it was all live, I would get nothing done. So this is how I do it, and I can probably try to stop time-lapse more often and explain what I'm doing. That would lengthen the episode if you guys want it longer, because I've heard some comments saying I should make it like 30-40 minutes long, and you know, unless I make more live segments, it's not going to happen. So I'll try it out this time, see if you guys like it, and that's the plan for this episode. So gonna dive into the time-lapse mode now, and we can get started on that. So I'll talk to you guys in a minute. And we're back, guys, and that was a pretty short little time there, but I just, I built this building, and when I was done, I realized kind of what was going on here. I can't really, well, I don't want to expand this way right now, only because of the way this works. There are guests over here, and I need to connect these two paths from here to here on this side before I can do anything else over here, only because, I guess kind of just the way the AI works in this game. I can't be going on building crazy stuff over here because people over here will get confused and want to go over here, but they can't, and they don't know how to walk all the way around back this way. So instead of expanding in this direction like I originally said I was going to, I think I'm actually going to go build on from over here and kind of connect these two spots over here. Maybe start a new ride of some sort, maybe like a water ride or something, maybe a dinghy ride or something like that, I don't know. But that's the plan, so jumping back into time-lapse mode again for the next part of the episode, so I'll see you guys in a minute. And we're back, guys, and we built these little buildings over here, and that I just cut in real quick before I went to the last part of the episode. But I don't know if you guys ever do this, because this happens to me like all the time. But you know, you'll be building along, doing what you want to do, and you'll build something, and you'll just really be proud of it. You'll really like it, and for some reason, like, it won't be, you know, maybe it did just something about it that you like a lot. And I think this is one of the cooler motion simulators I've ever built. I made the simulator's here, and then it like goes underground, and the path starts over here. I don't know. I just think that's kind of cool. That, you know, like the dual buildings, and I got this little food court with a little balcony back here that overlooks this big spiraling part of Fear Factory. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, just trying to. I want this to be more of a nice. I don't know. I love the streets like in Disney. You know, if you ever been to Disney World in Florida, in Magic Kingdom, it's like you walk in and it's just like all these buildings lined up and it looks so cool. And I just like buildings in amusement parks in general. I like whenever they incorporate rides with them and whenever it's cool to see rides and trees and whatnot. But I like to see buildings everywhere and surreal things you don't normally see, and I'm trying to put that more in my park, even more so than what you see in real life. So working on that. Probably gonna build one more ride over here. I think I'm gonna do a Wild Mouse this time. They never get good ratings and blah, blah, but it's the only thing that's gonna fit in this area. I want it to be kind of like tight and compact right over here, in a little building kind of area, not too big, because my plan is to make a little corner store here. Maybe make some sort of ride, probably a Wild Mouse right here. That way we can build this path outwards and then connect it across here like this. Make a little 3-way intersection right here, and then make it come out to make it one big 4-way intersection. And that way I can put in the middle some sort of fountain and make it like a little center place kind of thing. And then from there, obviously, we'll probably do a ride here. And then I don't think I'm going to build the path out in this direction, though. I'm just going to build like some sort of roller coaster over here with like some buildings on this side first. And then the Giga Coaster is going to go back behind everything over here, maybe even kind of come in towards the buildings a bit on this side. And then with this path coming out, we can also build rides on this outer side over here. So I don't know how many roller coasters are going to be in this park. Maybe I'm thinking if you count the Wild Mouse as a ride, probably like 5 or 6 total. So obviously these two, then the Giga Coaster here, Wild Mouse here is 4, and I'm probably gonna do like one here, like I said, and then one back here. But I don't know for sure yet. Obviously, it's all kind of up for debate. But I don't want to cram everything in here, and this is intended to be kind of like what I consider like a trophy park, right? It's not like a full-sized park like my Mega Park is. Although I guess you could call it a full size, but it's more just you got a little bit of space and you can really just put all your effort into this little tiny bit of space. So that's kind of the goal here. I don't know why I'm explaining all of this now, but because I still got to keep working. But I'm gonna go back into the time lapse now, and we can work on this part of the ride. So I'll be back in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I hope you saw that the coaster rating at the end there. That was my first attempt ever at a Wild Mouse in this game, and not gonna lie, it was pretty terrible. It got horrible ratings, and on top of that, it was kind of obstructing the view of this area over here, which I didn't like that much. So I'll probably do some sort of Wild Mouse soon, but I'm not gonna. No, I didn't like where it was there, and I don't like that it was blocking the view of this cool building over here in this kind of little corner, which I really like, so I don't want to obstruct the view of that at all in any way. So that's the plan there. I think I'm gonna wrap the episode up here because honestly, it's getting pretty late, and I know I only built small rides and buildings today, which I kind of like doing this stuff. I mean, it's fun to build big coasters and all, but I think the little stuff in this game is really a lot of fun, at least to me. So anyway, that was that, and hopefully next episode we can get started on either continuing this Giga Coaster over here now that we finally got this path connected, maybe making a coaster on this side along with more buildings over here, or just whatever comes to mind. So before I go though, a few things I should say. First of all, I got a ton of awesome requests for what I should name this Giga Coaster down here, and although I liked a lot of them, I kind of have one set in my mind whenever I started building it. I was thinking about it the whole time, so let me share that with you. I thought we could call it Stratos, so kind of like the stratosphere, like a really tall, I don't know, I think it's kind of cool name. So that's what I was thinking we should go with for that one. But for the park name, I don't have a park name yet, and I know a couple episodes back, somebody said I should name it Toxicity, and sorry, I don't have the name written down, but and it got a lot of upvotes on Reddit. No, it got a lot of likes as a I think it was like top comment, but it kind of feels to me like a roller coaster name. Maybe I could name a roller coaster that or something. Toxicity, that's a pretty cool name. But I don't know about that being the park name. I'm thinking something more like it feels like a place and not a thing. You know what I mean? So definitely leave your comments down below for that, because I still don't have a name and I want it to be a good name. So definitely we're gonna think long and hard about this. So keep leaving your comments down below. If it doesn't get decided by next episode, we can keep going with that, because I really want to get a good name. So let me know your ideas, because I love to hear it, and I love to give credit where credit is due. So if you let me know and you get a good idea, I'll definitely give you a shout out in the video. I think that's about it. We finished stuff here this episode, and next episode we will be working more on hopefully this side and all that good stuff. Now that we connected these two, still a big fan of this cool little motion simulator thing back here. I'm glad that worked out the way it did. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this awesome. Thank you. Horrible outro. Thanks for watching. See ya.